Let's start with some basic truths. The West and the Muslim world have been engaging with one another for centuries. Trade, war, colonialism, occupation, diplomacy, immigration, etc. and so on, okay? Engagement between the West and the Muslim world has taken many forms and it is not new. In all of those centuries of interaction, Islam remains unchanged. And Muslims, by and large, have not been dramatically warped by Western cultural influences. Hasn't made a dent, okay? That's why there is the whole clash of civilizations debate. The most defining and important cultural influences on Muslims are Islam and their inherited traditions. Muslims are innately socially conservative. Muslims largely live in developing countries and thus in relative poverty, which leaves us unable to indulge in a lot of theories and delusions about masculinity, femininity, sexuality, or the family structure. Our men work and work hard. Our women take care of their children and take pride in doing so. And our families are big. Yes, these are generalities, but as such, they accurately represent the overall reality in the Muslim world. Begin any discussion on the negative influence of Western social media by understanding these truths. Is there a war on masculinity in the West? There probably is. Certainly seems to be. And that's their problem. One of many. Misguidance and rejection of Islam leads to problems. Yeah, we know. They are reaping what they have sown. But does that mean that we will inevitably sow and reap that rotten crop? Obviously not. When Muslims encountered the crusaders in Palestine, they were shocked at the casualness of gender mixing among the Europeans. A husband would leave his wife in the street with another man. They could even hug and kiss and the husband didn't care. Okay, the crusaders were among us for more than 100 years. Did that change the way that we dealt with gender mixing? Actually, Westerners were more influenced by us than the other way around. And that has always been the case. Even today, if you notice, following the occupation of Afghanistan and Iraq, beards are a thing for them now. And shaving the armpits and private parts, and even bidets. People like Candace Owens, Jordan Peterson, Melissa Chen, and Camille Paglia point out how much better organized our social hierarchies are, our families, our sense of masculinity and femininity. They can't help it. We're inspiring. Islam is still the fastest growing religion in the West, while wokeism in the Muslim world just splutters and stumbles along amongst a tiny fraction of the population. Just like how we had pro-Western collaborators with the crusaders and the colonialists in the past. So yeah, you've got problems in the West, but they're not our problems. And they do nothing but demonstrate to us the misguidance that you are upon in your own societies, and affirm for us the truth of Islam. You are living the consequences of not following the Sirat-ul-Mustaqeem. And the only way that impacts us is to make us appreciate our deen that much more. We have the antibodies to that virus. For that virus of confusion and chaos and moral relativism, al-Hamdulillah, the Muslims already achieved herd immunity.